So, got a little piece of aluminum here and my steel rivet nut. Hopefully you can see how that works inside there. Basically it knurls the inside edge and holds that tight. And now we can take our bolt and thread it into our piece. Isn't that great? Super duper, awesome, fantastic. And that would work in my application, but I chose to make my life difficult. So what I did is I took my top piece and marked my holes. One problem I did find while doing this on the car is that it makes all this nasty stuff on the backside, which does kind of suck. In my case, not so hard to clean up for this demonstration. If you don't have step bits, especially this kind, the twisty kind, they're amazing. They cut through anything really quickly. And they can be used to deburr your holes. So now you can see we're in much better shape. Let's clean that up a little bit. So we take this guy, put it through the backside. You can see our holes, they don't line up quite perfectly, but that's okay. What I like to do is get a nut to kind of temporarily hold this. Put one of my rivets through. If it doesn't go through, I just take my drill bit and elongate that hole a little bit, kind of make it line up a little bit better. Pop the other one through. Once everything's good to go, pop your rivets in, and now this plate is secure. It's not going to twist, it's not going to deform. If you ever need to replace it or remove it or something like that, it's not really a big deal. You just drill out 2 aluminum rivets. Super simple. So that's how I solved my problem, and if you give me a second, we'll walk over to the car and I'll show you why I chose to do this. Yes, Mr. Cat? Okay, he approves. So, what we've got here, don't mind the rust and crust, but we have a ground strap hole. So basically, this here was the original ground cable. Goes over to the engine. There is a bolt with a nut on it down there. You can see my big giant power cable here. This is 1/0 sized cable. This is called CCA, copper clad aluminum, which is not exactly ideal. In a perfect world, I would use OFA, oxygen-free OFC, oxygen-free copper, but I'm cheap and this is light. And I tested it and we have minimal resistance, and this car is pretty short and my battery is not all the way in the back, so it's okay. So you can see here, that is my solution to my problem. Now you might notice that that's not a really great ground point because I did not scrape off the paint underneath. So I have to remove it and do that, but thankfully it's just 2 rivets. That's really easy. You're probably wondering why I chose to relocate the battery there. It's simply because it wouldn't fit down there. To take the seats out of this car, the way it works is these seat rails, this guy has to slide back and out. So if I ever needed to replace the battery, I need to slide the seat out, and I can't do that because the battery's in the way. So that's not so great. But yeah, this is my ground cable that we're going to be using right here. And it is going to replace the factory cable. The only reason I made this is because I can. So we've got TechFlex sleeving on the outside, some 1/0 crimps on each end, and some adhesive lined heat shrink kind of covering everything up and making it look pretty. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.